credence. I was selling, Your Honor, but I was not peddling. I shot the deputy, Your Honor, but I did not shoot the sheriff. Family, this is how one of my clients opened her case in court as a defendant, having been charged with peddling in a civic park. The case originated with the Pope family coming to Denver, Colorado, maybe 20 years ago or so. Some of you might remember. It was a big event. A lot of festivity, a lot of politics, a lot of money. So I think this Pope spoke or appeared in the Civic Center downtown. So my client, this lady, decided that American being a Catholic society and the Pope being Christianity, that she would go down and participate in democracy and sell some T-shirts on the side. Not doing anything, I would say, derogatory, but she was confronted by some people call it POCOs, the police, and given a ticket for peddling. She come to me. I said, well, I'm familiar with this charge. I said, send him $50 check. You won't even have to appear in court. Save yourself a whole lot of time and trouble. She said, I don't think it's right. I won't fight. Well, that's like saying let's dance to me. I love the legal system. I hate the legal system. But the law can be your friend. The law could be your best friend. So back to the case. It's all right. So the first thing that I do, family, in my research for the attorneys, I give it legal advice, is I read the statute, the law, word for word. This is what many attorneys, especially seasoned attorneys, get it twisted and get twisted. This case going to demonstrate that. And when I read the statute 13-1323 CRS, something like that, the most interesting word was the word peddling. And the statute read something like you go from place to place. But in the complaint family, there was only one place alleged. There was no other place. So I looked up even the etymology of the word peddling. It's come from Normandy, 500 AD or so. A bicycle peddler going from place to place. So I coached my client up to make these arguments that there was no alleged allegation of another place, so therefore the case will fall on its face factually. So when the jury heard my client argue, she was amazed. She stopped and pulled up the statue. Don't see that too often. And smiled. She looked at the prosecutor. I'm a young kid right out of school. I had told him, I know I'm going to lose this case. That's part of the psychology. And he turned red, everybody. And turned around and pressed his finger against who? Below me. The jury looked at me. And the jury said, sir, would you stand up? You know, I always was dressed, had my kufi on. I'm the person in the courtroom, you know. He never asked me to take cook. Anyway, I stood up. The judge said, Your Honor. The judge said, Sir, are you an attorney? Lawyers are very proprietary about their domain. I get it. That's why I never give them legal advice. I said, No, man, Your Honor. I wish I were. The judge smiled. She said, Well, that's a very brilliant argument. And I agree. Dismiss. So family, I think I told you in the story, because I got a little bit carried away, that when the judge asked the young prosecutor what he had to say, he stood up and turned around, like I said, in front of me and said, It's his fault. He told. Well, family, I did. And before that case. So, family, I hope you enjoyed that story. I want to be bringing you more stories, personal stories of who upset Amigo is, and some of the trials and tribulations and cases, other way to say it, family, that I have prevailed and enabled people to be successful by studying the law. Remember, one word can make the difference whether you're free or the penitentiary. But in the meantime, family, if you have legal questions or consumer questions, I'm still your best answer. Not your only answer, but your best answer. You see my number scrolling. I told you, you see my credentials. Many of you know me. In the meantime, family, be careful out there. And thanks a million for listening.